Hello everybody, welcome back. It's been a little while, I know. Sorry about that one, guys. Just had a couple life things been happening in recent weeks, so it's taking me a little longer to find the time to get to edit and record and stuff. But here we are, and today, I'm excited about today. Today, as you can see, based on the Eyes of Ender we made last episode, today I want to get to that stronghold. I really want to get down there, get to the end, and get access to some endgame stuff. Yeah. I've had a few people tell me that my seed here is pretty insane. I'm not that far away. If my render distance was a little longer, you'd be able to see the swamp. Or like you can see the swamp, but you'd be able to see like the trees from my base. I am like maybe 200 blocks away from my base, and yeah, you can see that Eye has already found the stronghold. Just mad. Yeah, I have to dig here. With my hand, I put all my tools away, because obviously I didn't know how dangerous this was going to be. I think I look up, yeah, had to dig quite far down. I didn't know they could actually spawn down the deep slate layer, but there you go. Here it is. Yeah, so found it. And as with every stronghold, it's just a maze with nothing in it, really. You know, there was this really cool generation here, though. This is technically one of the prison rooms that spawn here, but one of the corridors broke into it, so you just casually walk in. I don't know how that kept anyone around. I'm not sure. So while I was editing this, oh yeah, fun little useless door. While I was editing this, I had no idea how much of this I should put in. How much do you guys want to see of this sort of exploration? You know, I mean, I've done this a million times. I'm sure you guys probably have as well, so I'm not sure how interesting this is. I keep in the interesting parts, aka there's a cave spider spawner right there in this main room, and right around the corner as well I put in another interesting bit. But do you guys want to just see like all the messing around and all the exploration and dead ends and stuff? I don't know. If you let me know, should help me out in future. But yeah, here's another one of those interesting bits. I find the library, and it's just look at it. It's just completely destroyed. It's all burned down. Obviously this is because it's so close to my base that it's actually been loaded for a long time, and that lava there, at least I theorize, has burned this whole place down. Yeah, mad. Kind of crazy. There you go, just get some books and stuff. I was actually a bit surprised I didn't get more books. It was just one enchanted book, but yeah. These chests are also, yeah, there's nothing in them. 3 gold ingots and like 3 iron ingots and stuff like that. Like, it's just not very impressive loot, to be honest. This was pretty impressive though, that room. There's also diamonds right above there. I didn't actually see those till I was coming back. I was like, hell yeah, more diamonds. I've got quite a few now from my mines. I haven't really shown any mining that I do off camera in the cherry blossom mines. Oh yeah, I've never seen this. A complete and utter empty end portal frame. But that was quite unlucky. Glad I made all the Eyes of Ender I thought I would have needed for just traveling, but turns out I needed them all for the end portal frame. But yeah, so I'm just checking over my stuff. You can see the enchantments I'm taking into this. I don't have a bow. Now, I thought I would be fine because I have my trident, but this ended up taking me about an hour. Probably about 45 minutes. Just to get through this dragon fight, just because I didn't have a bow. Oh my god, there was so much waiting around, so much trial and error. Luckily, if you throw your trident into the void, it comes back after a certain amount of time. It doesn't just delete itself the moment it hits the void, so this was actually alright. But yeah, I was really was really underprepared for this fight. I think in future I'm definitely going to take a bow. There was a lot of this trial and error, just waiting for the trident. Okay, try again. You know, oh, no, try again. No, okay, no, not getting it, right. Just get closer, there you go, much easier. But, yeah, again, you know, we've all done this dragon fight a million times. I'm not really sure if it's really that interesting to keep the whole fight in. I kept the highlight moments, taking off all of these crystals. Yeah, thought I'd keep that one in. That was a fun one that scared the hell out of me. And, oh, would you look at that, I accidentally looked at an Enderman. Whew, safe. Oh god, there's a second one! Ah. Yeah, like I said, woefully unprepared. Yeah, and while digging back to go find the the area, I dug into a giant cave, and just a series of unfortunate events, I'd say. Anyway, that was a pretty cool cave. I want to explore that at some point. I actually still haven't. But yeah, I wanted to know if it was possible to break the crystals with the trident, because it's a lot heavier than the arrows. Yeah, it is. It is completely possible to not even bother pillaring up to the enclosed ones. Oh, look at that shot. So impressed with myself. Missed that one, though. But, yeah, so you'll see there's just moments like this where I'll just cut to me damaging the dragon. But, yeah, you'll also notice I don't have any torches. So when I beat the Ender Dragon, I want to pick up the egg. But I can't. Which brings me on to, like, I wonder why you still can't just gather the egg. Like, there's an achievement for taking the egg, yet it feels like using a piston or using a torch or whatever. It doesn't feel like the correct thing, you know? Like, it doesn't feel like that's what you're supposed to do. It feels more like an entity sort of exploit. But there's an achievement for picking up the egg, so obviously you're supposed to do it. Even though it still does nothing. It's been in the game for what, like 6-7 years now, and it just does absolutely nothing. But yeah, so it's here I'm realizing that I've got no torches, so I'm like, okay, well, there's torches on the pillar there. I can at least grab one of those. And then get the egg that way. Yeah, so there you go, there's the first one. Ah, straight through the portal. Second one, oh, come on. That was really unlucky getting those two in a row, not coming towards me. Most things usually do. Yeah, so I'm unable to get the egg. Well, at least on this visit, you know. With the end portal being so close to my base, it sure isn't that far of a journey. Although, thinking of it now, I wonder if water would have popped it off. I'm not sure. I don't know if I tried or not. I think I just gave up at this point. I was like, ah. But, yeah, so I used those levels here to enchant a bunch of, like, helmets. Finally get a good helmet that I needed. Enchant a bunch of books as well. I managed to get Depth Strider on a book, Depth Strider 3. So my Ocean Treaders, or whatever they're called, is now actually going to be Ocean Treaders. They sort of didn't live up to their name until now, I guess. But, yeah, look at that. Look at all these enchantments. Oh, my God. Took me forever. Yeah, Ocean Treads. And since it's all good, and all, like, as many enchantments as you can get, I think that's actually a perfect helmet. Perfect boots. The only thing I'm missing on the legs is Swift Sneak. Which, oh my god, when you finally get a hold of Swift Sneak, whew, what a feeling. Anyway, where I dug down here as well, where I fell out and died, yeah, there was some diamonds in the wall that I just never noticed on my first time down, so I thought I'd just grab them now. But yeah, you see there's the cave system, but I do just drop right down, right on top of the cave spider? No, cave spider. Silverfish. Oh, I forgot the name of them then. But there you go, got the egg there. Yeah, still a bit weird how it has no use. Anyway, so now I am heading to the further end. Sorry, phone. Further end. Not sure what it's called. The far. I want to say Farlands then. No. No, it's not the Badlands either. Either way, head into the end stuff. Trying to find an end city. Now, as you can see here, oh my god! Right, I'm about to freak out. Yeah. Okay. So first off, rain. I'm not sure what that's about. Oh my god! I had the hardcore killer spawn. I think they fixed that actually upon looking into it further, that you don't spawn. So for those that don't know, if you spawn right there, also yeah, end city immediately off the bat. Unfortunately, it didn't have some wings in it. Yeah, for those that don't know, if you get a spawn like that, when you go through the end city, or sorry, the end crystal type thing they go through, you spawn like lying down, and then what happens is, like, when your character stands up, you like pop forward, sort of like a curve, like you flip up in the direction you're facing, and if you're facing in the direction of the void, you just flip up onto the void and you just fall down while loading, and there's nothing you can do. And a lot of hardcore worlds get ended like that. There was a way to fix it. If you were fast enough, you could like water bucket yourself, but I think they maybe fixed that, I'm not sure. If you guys have ever seen Filza, he's the guy that got really huge off of losing his hardcore world. His second hardcore world, he lost exactly to that, what I've just explained. So it was definitely a worry, but remembering that they possibly fixed it, I was like, I should be fine. And then it turns out I actually got the killer spawn, but luckily I didn't die. Anyway, so here's one of the two things that, oh my god, I've just been clamoring for in all these episodes. Pretty much since episode 3, I've been desperately wanting resources in large quantities, and traveling just to get one inventory full and then traveling back has been no bueno. So shulker shells. Oh yes, shulker shells. I actually have a plan as well later on. I might get started on it next episode, I'm not sure. I do have a plan for next episode. But I've been really needing shulker shells. And yeah, finally got some, so yeah. Here we are, found another end city across the way. Yeah, I'm dangerous and ender pearl over to the side. Yes, it has gotten me killed. So this end city I found here does have a ship. Oh yeah, I got a ship. It's about time to enter the end game. I don't know about you guys, as much as the Elytra is overpowered as hell, and it does take away a lot of necessity for horses and minecart rails and stuff like that. Oh, it's just too good to live without. It's way too good. I accidentally popped them off the thing there. Don't know what the hitbox with that is like. But this is exactly why I brought an ender chest, an anvil, and my mending book with me. I did want to bring an Unbreaking 3 book, but I ended up using it on an armor piece, like I had one earlier. So I don't actually have Unbreaking 3, but there you go. Got my wings. Now this is a sight I am most familiar with. The netherite 3 pieces and the wings. Oh yeah, I feel like I'm back up to playing Minecraft, if you will. Yeah, there you go. So, with wings in tow, grab the dragon head. I think I'd just fly around the end city a bit. Just gather up some loot before I head back home. There's not really much more I need now, just a few more shulker shells. And then I can move on to the plan that I wanted to do originally. I originally wanted to make what I made this episode in episode 3. Yeah, I really got distracted with tridents, and then, you know, was unable to get lots of resources. Oh yeah, here we go. Watch this. Oh! Oh, that felt good to do. As you can see, I freak out in game there. Yeah, I'm pretty confident in my flying skills. I really want to, like, I've always wanted to make like a flying track. But I've never actually managed to get around to it. Also, yeah, here I'm just messing with a trident and seeing if you can fly from the riptide stuff. And then it rains. And you just enter this really cool animation where you just keep doing the riptide spin. Pretty cool. Also, yeah, literally right above where I was messing around, I just accidentally find a pillager outpost. Oh god, so much happening in this episode. Now, I did want to check out... yeah, no horn, unfortunately. Nor any armor trims. But I did want to check out the pillager outpost for one reason, and as you'll have quickly seen from their blue glow there... oh, wrong trident. Yeah, there's some allays here. I've never messed with allays. I got one once in an old world when they first came out. And then on my way home, it just like sort of disappeared, and I lost it. So, yeah. But yeah, there's 2 LAs here, so I got the coordinates there on camera. So if I need it, I need it. This is what I was originally traveling for. Just get some sand, and on the way back, I found this. Along with the theme of cave spider spawners this episode. There's another one here, right on the surface. Very interesting. I've never seen that before. But yeah, so what I was saying is this is something I've really wanted to be building for a while now. I'm finally getting started. So this is the netherrack block right above my base, or excuse me, you can see my future base. You can see the conduit there, and you can actually also see on the right my entrance to my mines. So I'm going to be making a mob system, sort of the centerpiece of my base. I always like to have a centerpiece. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I make a base, I always like to have a big, like, either a hub or some, well, I guess centerpiece, like I said. It just allows me to sort of work easier. The flow is nicer as well. Makes things look better, at least in my opinion. But that's just how I work. Yeah, so I'm finally getting started. This is what I originally needed all the deep slate for. If you remember back in episode... well, it might have been episode 1. No, I think it was episode 2. It's the reason I made the mines, is because I needed lots of deep slate. Finally working on it. So I'm just making a standard sort of mob farm. Just the standard sort of like pyramid... oh, sorry, excuse me, not pyramid, like diamond shape, goes up into the sky, washes mobs on spawning platforms down. One that uses observers and dispensers. If you're wondering what I was doing there, I was trying to make an infinite water source. Turns out you can't when they flow like that. It was really annoying. But, yeah, so I've done this on the sides of the blocks because it creates this, like, waterfall type effect on the bottom, and I thought that looked really cool when I was messing with it, so I was like, yep, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to do that. Since my whole base is going to be ocean themed, I do have a few ideas going forward for that. Maybe you'll see them next episode, I'm not sure. It depends on how long it all takes, and if I can get the resources together quick enough for an episode. Yeah, you may notice I've already made a mistake. I'm using droppers here. I need dispensers. I do go back and fix that later on, but yeah, that's the standard sort of spawning platform. It's just as wide as one water bucket. Yeah, it says dropper there. Now, I did actually spend some time making an edit here. I'm going to be quiet so you can hear it. But here it comes. Yeah, And then I die right at the end. Yeah, that little edit took me about an hour to make. Probably about an hour and 20 minutes. Also, yeah, another glitch, you know, just one glitch an episode, making my quota. But yeah, no, that took me so long to make, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. Especially with the fact that when I finished, a creeper landed on me, of course a creeper, not anything else, and one-shot me, which was fun. I suppose that's the downside of hard mode, is how much damage they do. Yeah, you can see I made a bunch of dispensers and fixed it back up. And you can also see there and on the thumbnail, this is, I think, 13 layers high. Now, originally I thought, well, I need more layers because this isn't going to be that efficient. Most of these farms, they're really efficient because you go up into the... Oops, sorry, ow, just hit my desk. You go all the way up into the sky and you make a little platform you stand on, and it like deloads everything just under the farm, and that causes it to have like maximum efficiency or whatever. You make it really high up as well, because I think mobs spawn more commonly at the top of the world, but I didn't really care that it wasn't going to be as efficient. I was like, you know, I just wanted the centerpiece of my base, blah blah blah. Well, it turns out that thanks to me being above an ocean, this farm is very efficient. You will see here, look how many mobs are there. Yeah, I think just because I'm above like the ocean biomes and all the caves are all waterlogged, there's actually nowhere they can spawn right now. So it turns out being just as efficient even with me moving around, and most importantly, is at the bottom of the farm. Mobs spawn quite frequently when I'm at the bottom of the farm, which is where I'm going to be spending most of my time anyway in future. So this farm ended up working out, as you can see the sheer amount of mobs there. Yeah, look at all the spiders that can escape the little compartment I built for them. And look at all of them. There's so many. Yeah, so I think my worries were unfounded, and all my all my layers ended up paying off, I guess. But there you go, with the flick of that switch, and one more change. Turns out you'll see here in a second. I was just making sure it was working. Yep, if you're doing this, don't forget to switch that to inverted mode or subtract mode. But with that change, the mob farm is fully functional. And yeah, I'm just taking a look. Yeah, that was a mistake. Yeah, all the creepers blow up. Yeah, so I'm just making a little underground compartment, or sorry, excuse me, underwater compartment for the mobs to land and for me to kill them. This is only temporary, just until I get my base set up and remove all the water from the area. But, yeah. You'll see it does work. It does function, which I was really happy about. I don't know, for some reason I just thought I'd put in all this effort and it just wouldn't work. Yeah, so next episode, I've got a plan for getting the main portion of the base set up. Hopefully that works out well. I have an idea of what I want it to look like, but I don't know what types of blocks I'm gonna need, nor do I know how long it's gonna take to gather up those blocks that I need. But yeah, all in all, I think today was very productive. Again, sorry about the late upload. Hopefully next episode won't be as late. It might still not be within 4 or 5 days. I did just get a new job, so I'm going to be a little distracted with that. But for now, I'll see you when I see you. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hopefully this mob farm pays out in future really well. But yeah, take it easy, guys, and see you next time. Bye-bye.